In today's LEGO Star Wars review, we're going to be taking a look at one of LEGO's most anticipated minifigures of 2023, their Phase 2 Captain Rex. This figure is of course featured in the new UCS Venator releasing on October 1st of this year, and I was able to get my hands on this figure early without being sent the actual UCS Venator. So now that I have this figure in hand, I just have to say this is a great looking figure. Starting with the helmet of Rex, we see LEGO's Helmet Hole Phase 2 helmet. Now, I've made my opinion on LEGO's Helmet Hole Phase 2 helmet well known at this point, I think. Normally, I hate it, mostly because it just seriously interferes with the look of a Clone Trooper helmet. But for some reason, with this figure, it isn't as distracting to me as on other figures. The helmet features great print details on the top of the helmet. We see really clean tally marks and his blue jag eyes. Rex's helmet face print is really great here as well. He of course features his unique visor design, but this time LEGO played it safe with the mouth grill piece. In the previous versions of Rex, this print was really small and some fans didn't really like it. Spoiler alert, if you're looking at Rex in live action from episode 5 of the Ahsoka show, this mouth grill piece is actually accurate. But if you look at the Clone Wars version of Rex, the smaller mouth grill is actually more accurate. LEGO claims that this figure is based on the Clone Wars. I mean, he's in a set that is specifically based on the Clone Wars, so I find it odd that they would base this figure's look on the live action take. But for the record, I do think this decision does make the figure look better. Rex's helmet face print also features his accurate weld marks, and they really look amazing here. He also features vent printing along the sides of his helmet, and of course printing within the indents along both sides of the helmet face. The two little pins that are found in the indents are also visible on this helmet print. Something I'm really glad LEGO didn't do on this figure is include a black line print above the visor. I think that would have made this figure look a bit goofy. Maybe that's part of why I think this helmet looks better. Lastly, of course, we have an included rangefinder. So unfortunately with this helmet mold, the rangefinder is placed too high on the helmet. When you fold the rangefinder down, it is a little too high up on the helmet. If you've had any of the recent 501st Clone Troopers with the helmet holes, you would have noticed this by now as well. That is really unfortunate. But what I do like about the rangefinder piece is that it's gray. I'm glad they didn't go with blue like they did with the 501st Clone Troopers battle pack. Removing Rex's helmet reveals a unique face print. As you can see here, this Rex face represents the removal of his inhibitor chip. He also has a unique face print with a couple more face lines when compared to other clone faces. Now moving down the torso of Rex here, we can see a special torso print for Rex. He of course has his pauldron partially printed on, unfortunately, and the rest is separate cloth. So there have been a lot of opinions about Rex's ammo pouch here, and if we look at the Clone Wars Captain Rex that this claims to be based on, the ammo pouches are too large. However, spoiler alert, with episode 5 of the Ahsoka show, we can see that in live action, Rex's ammo pouch is actually very large. So LEGO's take on Captain Rex is accurate when referencing live action, but not so much when referencing the Clone Wars. But as for the printed pauldron and shoulder cloth, it honestly does not look good in my opinion. What's sad is LEGO's best attempt at clone pauldrons are still the armor pieces from 2008. These don't even look like what they're supposed to represent. I feel this way about the 2013 one as well, and that thought continues here. Now, my figure does not have an official cloth. Mine didn't come with one, but I do have a CAC cloth in substitution. Even the official one just doesn't represent what it is supposed to. On Rex's torso, we do have a unique print. We can see additional weld marks on his torso under the breastplates. Now, something really cool about this Rex is his arm printing. I am so glad we finally have a Rex with arm printing. The arm printing looks so good. We get a great level of detail on the arm print with additional tally marks here as well. Rex is also featured with LEGO's take on Star Wars blaster pistols, the same type of blaster pistols that we've seen with Mandalorians, the Bad Batch, Commander Fox, and so on. I personally am not a fan of these large blasters. I wish we could see the return of the smaller blaster pistols, either the scoped version or even better, the older versions from 2008 to 2011. Now, for this figure's greatest gripe, Rex's legs. We really get a great example of LEGO's logic here. They include some cloth for his shoulder pauldron, but print on a waist cape. Ah, LEGO. How I love your logic. LEGO is still full sending it on printing waist capes, and it looks terrible. On a figure from a $650 LEGO set, I hope they'd at least give a little bit for the sake of quality, but sadly they did not. LEGO should have included a cloth here, There is no way around that. Now, before we wrap things up here, let's quickly compare the new Phase 2 Rex with its predecessor, LEGO's Phase 2 Rex from 2013. And I don't really have much to say here. I think them standing next to each other alone says it all. LEGO's updated version of Rex is really superior in almost every single way. Great job, LEGO. So overall, this new Phase 2 Captain Rex looks amazing. There are a few things that I think LEGO should have done differently, but that is to be expected at this point with their products. But even with the things I don't like about it, I still think this is a great minifigure, and I'm glad I'm able to add him to my 501st collection. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please check out my other LEGO Star Wars and other LEGO product reviews on the end screen now.